Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? We back again with another edition of Lala Stories. And y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all already know what I need y'all to do with this one, man. Like, share, and subscribe this one. Y'all turn it up for me, y'all. Let's get this. Let's get it. And I'm lit right now, but I'm still gonna give y'all this story, man, because it's Lala Stories. But y'all know Lala Stories have no titles, man. But I can remember being on Susses. And I can remember a time, man, where it was hectic right now, man. This is a time when an investigator dude was kind of tearing Susses apart. He was tearing it apart, y'all. He was taking away Lala. Now, trying to take away the Lala, it was a hard thing to do in penitentiary, especially on Susses 2, because it was coming through the V room rapidly. He was tearing off all the rollers. He was tearing off all the police that was bringing it, and it was crazy, man. But we had to deal with it, man. We had to make do having nothing at times, man. Like, this was times that I wasn't used to on Susses 2. I was never used to going on droughts like that, man. Like, it'll always be a few days, man. It'll always be a few days. The weekend roll around, the drought is over with. That's how I usually would go. But no, this investigator dude was cleaning it up. I ain't gonna lie, he was cleaning it up. So this is around the time when I was back in 2C, man. But like, I was kind of like on the time of like, yo, I'm chilling. I'm trying to stay out the way. You know what I mean? But like, just because I wasn't messing with the Lala, you know what I mean? I still was going to sell the Lala. Like, I told myself that. Like, I was a maniac like that. Like, I was saying, I'm going to still mess with the Lala, but not mess with the Lala, man. If that makes sense, man. Like, you know, when you lit, you say stuff like that, man. But I'm still messing with the Lala. Basically, long story, man, because if it ran across my hands, I was going to sell it. I already knew it, man, but I was just done messing with it as far as messing with it like that, because the investigator dude was tearing everybody off. So it was a no-go for me when I went back to 2C, man. Now, y'all already know, like I be telling y'all, man, that the kid is a magnet for routes. I keep a route will come my way. Somebody will come holler at me. Somebody will do this. Somebody will do that. They need my help. Pause. Wheezy, let me holler at you, bro. Can you make it happen? Bro, you know I can make it happen. You know why? He'd be like, why? I'd be like, because I am the Lala. That's why, bro. So it's no problem of me making this happen, man. So at this particular point right here, like I told y'all, man, I'm chilling, man. Like, you know, it's not normal for dudes to see that I'm not lit. I'm sober. You know what I mean? I'm trying to stay out of the way. But it was a dude that I met, man. It was a dude that I met a minute ago when I was in 4 building, and he left Susses 2. He was one of the first people I seen leave Susses 2, and they sent him back to Susses 2. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure it happened before, but like, he came back to Susses 2 from a level 3. So bro came back on the type of time that I wasn't used to, man. Like, you know, people is getting scanned all over the place for messing with me. You know what I mean? But if you're younger, I'm not really scanning you unless signs come up, man. Like my predator radar detector and my shake, rattle, and roll detector, they don't really work if kind of like if you're young, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it ain't young predators, but you know, at the end of the day, like I really didn't have to scan younger through old heads. It was shake, rattle, and rolling all over the place, you know what I mean? So they don't want to get scanned, gang. But my bro, I never had to scan him. I never, especially when he was on Susses the first time, why would I have to scan him? I told myself, like, yo, like this dude is unscannable. You know what I mean? It's just some of the people that I dealt with and was cool with, it was unscannable, man. Like, if they was hiding something in the shadows or in the docks, man, it was probably never going to come out on my end, y'all. So boom, because the scanner wasn't going to catch it. And they knew that. A lot of people knew that, you know what I mean? So I'm moving right. But bro ended up coming back to Susses. We're going to call him Ray. Now, Ray got back to Susses. They put Ray in 2B. Now he downstairs from me now. When I seen him for the first time, I go downstairs. We go in the chat. I'm walking the chat. I hear somebody on the joint in 2B. My old pod. I was in this pod. Not my old pod. I've been in there before. I hear somebody boom, 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 boom. That's how it sound. He bang on the jump. Boom, 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 boom. I'm looking. I'm like, yo, what was that? I see, bro. I spot him. Like, Ray. He like, I can't hear him. Like, when I reach, hey, T Weezy. I'm like, oh, I'm like, yo, hey, bro, come outside after lunch, bro. Come outside. He's like, all right. I was like, man, when, bro, get up here. I'm telling my boy, like, who that? I'm like, yo, dude, man, dude, love the Lala. I was like, man, he love the Lala. Now, Ray, he was on Sussex 2, man, and I met him the first time, man. We met selling the Lala. That's how we met, man. Like, I got the Lala. Bro used to come with that bread. At first, bro used to middleman. He was a dude that was cool with the white guys. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, he wasn't a Dungeons and Dragon player, but he was still cool with the white guys. Like, he was able to, like, I'm not gonna say infiltrate, but it slightly was that. He was kind of able to kind of like be in the circle with the white guys, and the white guys accepted him because he knew how to move. Like, bro worked out, played basketball, but he also knew how to do the hacky sack things. He knew how to do different things, play different games. He knew how to mingle good with the white community. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't a racist. Nobody really was racist, but at the end of the day, that was his major attribute that I saw, that he was good at mingling with the white community. Now, I didn't hold it against him. I didn't look at him like, bro, what are you doing? What's your problem? Are you changing? I didn't say none of these things. What I done, I let bro do him. You know why? Because bro was the middleman king, y'all. So boom. Bro used to bring that bread, man. You hear me? He was coming to bring that bread for them dudes, and he was coming to buy that Lala at a rapid fire speed. It was rapid fire speed. You hear me? It was coming fast. Pause. But he used to bring that bread. He'll pull up on me. Hey, Weezy, hey, look. Even if I ain't got it, if he know that I know somebody that got it, he'll still make the play. And he was on it like everybody can win. I promise you, man. He'll come. Hey, Weezy, like, what's up? Hey, look, man, got the white boy, man. Got $150. Look, what can you do? Before you answer the question, what can you do? I'm just trying to get a little cut out the joint, man. You can get a little cut out the joint too, as long as everybody win. So, like, that's the type of friendship we had. Like, bro used to bring the plucks. That's what we call it where I'm from. He used to bring the plays. You know what I mean? He used to bring them janks, and I used to capitalize off of y'all. So boom, like, capitalize off it tremendously. You know what I mean? I have made a lot of money messing with Ray, you know, because he would know the people that spends the money. Like, you know, when you're in the circle of the people that spends the money, it's kind of a good thing in your behalf. So that's who Ray was. You know what I mean? I knew him for that. Now we got that out the way. This guy has got transferred from the camp, and now he's back to Sussex like he missed the place. Now, when he left, the investigator wasn't on a rampage. Now he come back to the investigator on a rampage. He comes back to a sober Weezy, for God's sakes, man. The man is on a rampage. So when I finally catch him and we had a conversation on the yacht, I was finally able to talk to him, man. And, you know, I kick it with him. He tell me straight up, like, yeah, bro. He was like, yeah, bro, I messed up, man. I want to holler at you face to face. But he was like, you know, I already know you pretty much got your hand in the something, man. But he was like, they done brought me back up here, man. He said they put me in the pod where my homeboy at. You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, he like, we really close though. It was like my homeboy. Like, I remember him saying that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we really close, but this my homeboy. So I'm like, all right, that's what's up, man. Like, that's crazy. You know, I wanted to say that's crazy you coming back, game, but it wasn't a need for that. You know what I mean? So we screaming through the fence. We talking. He on the court. I'm on the big field. So we talking through that junk. You know what I mean? So we having a conversation. He telling me. So he was like, yo, look, man, I'd rather you talk to you face to face. He was like, we got the ball field in the morning. He said, can you sneak out and get on the ball field game? I was like, I really didn't want to, because y'all already know, like, right now at this particular moment, I am staying out the way. This is the beginning of me being in 2C. Like, I was on staying out the way mode, but like further down the line, I was really on staying out the way mode. That's what staying out the way trade was invented at. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but still though, like I told y'all, like if an opportunity fall in my lap game, I'm gonna capitalize. So when bro telling me this, like, you know, a guy that I know for spending money, guy that I know that make plays, like, he know wasting my time is like, what do we talk about? We wasn't besties that we're gonna freaking walk laps around the yard. Like, it wasn't like, this can't be what he talk about. So I took it as he want to talk to me about business, y'all. So boom, and it better be that too. I ain't gonna lie. I said, bro, you know what? I said, look, I'm gonna try to get out this joint. I said, if the good shift working, I'm gonna tell him put me on the ball field, bro. I said, look, I'm gonna try to make it shake. So we went to breakfast that next morning. I was able to see who was working on the yard. You can see who's working on the yard when you go to breakfast, you know what I mean? Because you'll see the COs. You be like, oh, he ain't in the building, so he must be on the yard. So you can see. So I seen it was the fat dude, King. So I pull up on him and I asked him, like, yo, look, man, like, this is something natural anyway that was going on. Like, yo, bro, can I can I sneak on the big yard? Can I get on the big yard? Dudes would ask the COs that from time to time. So he was cool with it. He was like, y'all come out first. I got you. So that's what happened. We came out first. We were supposed to have yard 1, which is right there across from the ball field. He told me to just stand right here. So I stood right there by the gym workers and he let me on the ball field. So when 2B came out, I spotted bro. But when bro came out, I looked. Bro was walking with this white boy. Now, the white boy I seen him walking with, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, you know, I'm new, I'm back new in 2 building. Like, I've been in 4 building, I've been in 3D, like, I just been on that side for the last 2-3 years, maybe 4 years, to be honest with y'all. Like, I've been over there for a minute, so I'm not used to 2C. I'm not used to 2C, so I don't really know the people, but I see him walking with this white dude, and the white dude kind of got a walk that kind of like, it's throwing me off, because like where I'm posted at, on the fence, I'm posted a little back a little bit. So he got to walk a slight little distance to get to where I'm at, because I picked the fence slightly by where 3 building hole is at behind us. So the hole is behind us slightly where I told him, well, not really where I told him, where I was standing at. So I knew he was going to come to where I'm standing at. So I'm thinking I'm going to have a conversation with this guy, man. Man, I look up, man, he's walking down here with some white dude that I ain't never seen before. So when he get closer with the white dude, he stopped. He tell the white dude, hey, look, I hear him. He said, hey, look, let me holler at him right quick. Take a walk. He tell him straight like that. Now, like I say, I had major respect for bro. You know what I mean? Like, I used to rock with bro. Bro bring that money. I rock with him. He never had no losity on his name. You know what I mean? But when I hear him say that, like, the way the white dude walked, the way it was like I saw the walk better. When it was coming, the walk didn't look that messed up. But when the white dude left, the walk started looking crazy shaky. Like, his arm was like, it was something like this, word, like pause. It was like some crazy stuff like this. I saw it. I was like, bro walked up like we about to talk some good business. He like, yeah, I'm like, in his past, in his future, in the present. I was like, in his past, in his future, in the present. He said, bro, who you talking to? I said, oh, shh. I said, yo, my bad, bro. I said, I told you the right moves. I was like, hold on, man. I was like, yo. He was like, yo, hey, look, but no, I was talk. I was like, I had to snap on it. I was like, what's up? He was like, yo, look, you know, I like getting the la-la, man. Like, for real, though, but like when they got me at downstairs, like, they told me, man, like, I got one more time. They gonna send me to the mountains if I get caught. But you know, I like to get to the money, Weezy. Like, you know, I like to win. I'm like, what are you saying? Like, I'm spitting out. Pause. Like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? Like, you know what I mean? You done walked over here with this white dude, man. This junk look crazy. You know what I mean? So what are you talking about? You like, man, look, I ain't even gonna lie to you, Weezy. Look, this is what I wanted to talk to you about face to face. I was like, what? He was like, you see that white dude over there? I was like, who? He was like, the white dude right there. I said, who the one look like Joe Piscopo in the face? I ain't say that though. I'm like, who the dude right there? Cause that's what he had looked like. I said, who the dude right there? He was like, yeah. I said, man, what's up? He said, that's my baby. I said, huh? He said, man, that's my baby. Now, I already knew he was going to say something maniac like this because I scanned him. And when I scanned him this time, it came out. See, when you scan the younger ones, it comes out later, y'all. So boom, you can't hide from the scandal. You know what I mean? So like, I already knew he was coming with some old crazy stuff like this. So I say, bro, why you telling me this, bro? He was like, I mean, like, cause I know you don't rock with nobody that be shake, rattle, and rolling. You know what I mean? You know, I shake, rattle, and roll now. When I left, I went to such and such camp. And, you know, I was shake, rattle, and rolling when I went there. You know what I mean? I ain't expect it was going to happen, but they put me in the cell with somebody I ended up getting real friendly with. And I was like, oh, that's enough information. What's up? What do you want, bro? He was like, look, basically, man, in a nutshell, like it won't pause, won't even admit it yet, but he was just saying crazy stuff. Like everything was coming out was sounding like it was paused. Like, yo, he was like, yo, in a nutshell, like what we can do is like for real, I ain't trying to be hot. Like, I know you be pumping that shit, Weezy. I'm like, oh, pause wasn't even offended yet. I know you be doing that, Weezy. So look, the white dude, his sister come see him, man. He was like, he from such and such county. White dude, one from Tidewater or the 804. He was like, he from such and such county. His sister will come through and she'll bring him to work. He was like, man, you a beast with it, man. He was like, man, for real, I want to send him over there and get me a phone. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, I want to send him to go get me a phone. I was like, a phone? How, bro, how you gonna get a phone, bro? He was like, how you think he gonna get a phone, Weezy? I was like, no, I don't know how you gonna get a phone, bro. He was like, what you mean you gonna put in his tutor? I was like, Pause wasn't invented yet, y'all. So boom. Man, talking about you gonna put it in a tutor. I was like, yo, hey, bro, listen, bro. Like, I don't know what the hell you got me over here, bro. Like, I was like, bro, I'm about to be gone, bro. Like, what's up? I'm out of here, bro. What's goody? He was like, nah, look, all I need you to do is, all I want you to do is just sell the jank, though, Weezy, man. Like, you know what I mean? He was like, man, look, I know you mess with the la-la. Like, I was like, nah, I don't even mess with the la-la no more. I was like, for real, like, I'm trying to get transferred, bro, so I'm not messing with the la-la. You know what I mean? He was like, well, look. He said, well, can you sell the la-la for me then? I was like, yo, bro, like, man, like, I don't know, bro. He was like, I'm saying, like, he go get the junk. Like, when he was saying it, like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, y'all know, like, for real, I be like, I like getting money. You know what I mean? But, like, I don't be in situations like this. But still, though, the only thing I could think about as a la-la maniac was like, you know what? Like, if I would sell this work, you know what I mean? Like, I can go to the next camp, dumb strap. I can go to Lawrenceville with a decent little, you know what I mean? And I can go there and make a move or two and get more la-la. I was really debating on this, man, because this could potentially be a possible win, y'all. So boom. But at the end of the day, though, it's still my good conscience was telling me, like, yo, look, this might don't add up, bro. Like, what are you doing, Weezy? You don't ain't be messing with the la-la when it's put up in the tutor. You know your model. What are you doing? And my other conscience was like, look, even though he put it in the tutor, you ain't messing with it anyway. You getting transferred, Weezy. So you might as well just get the la-la and you might as well just freaking slang and bang. That's what my other conscience was saying. But hold on, the good conscience was like, hold on. You gonna sell a whole bunch of in the tutor la-la to people. Then everybody gonna be mad when they found out it came from in the tutor. Then you gonna have to answer to people. Then you ain't gonna go to Lawrenceville. Then my other conscience was like, man, you still can go to Lawrenceville, man. People ain't gonna be mad they come in the tutor. 85% of the people that mess with the la-la be messing with it, they come out the tutor. I'm saying in my head is up and down game, y'all. So boom. I didn't know what the decision to make, man. But I said, look, bro. I said, you know what, man? I said, man, look, you get that la-la, maybe me and you can have a conversation. You know what I mean? He was like, all right, I'm gonna hold you to that. I said, all right, I dipped on him. You know what I mean? He tried to dap me up. I was like, yo. He was like, man, go ahead with that Weezy, man. I was like, bro, like, what you mean, bro? Like, you know what I mean? You shake, rattle, and roll, bro. I see how we can do business, bro. But like, at the end of the day, we not cool, y'all. So boom. I had to keep it a band with him. Like, you know, we're gonna do business though. You know what I mean? He need me. Pause. And I ain't really want to do business with this guy, but like, I'm in a predicament where, like, you know, the money ain't all money ain't always good money. But I still can make a decent little profit off this. So I went to sell the debate on this and I told my roommate and I wanted to get his opinion because I had an older roommate, man, from Petersburg. He was cool. And I asked his opinion on this, man. I was like, yo, bro, listen. I said, man, I got somebody to shake, rattle, and roll, man. I got a white boy, man, that say he can put a cell phone in his tutor. Pause. I said, look, he want me to sell the work if he get the white boy to bring the pack back game. I said, hey, now, you know, I don't be messing with nothing to come out that tutor. I said, would I be wrong to hustle in the pod, even though it come out the tutor? I felt like Mitch, man. Like, if anybody's feeling it, baby, I can sell it, man. From hash, weed, pills, I got it. That's word. That's how I was talking to my roommate. My roommate was like, man, you crazy. I was like, but nah, bro, what's good? Like, he was like, I'll do it. He was like, I'll do it, bro. Like, he was like, man, la-la's la-la, bro. That's your motto. Like, you don't do that. He was like, but I'm pretty sure you have messed with some la-la that been in the tutor before. Pause. I said, bro, listen, if I did, I didn't never know it was that, y'all. So boom. I held myself to that standard. I'm going to go with it. Like, nobody can tell me nothing else. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. So I went back and told bro, it's a go. You know what I mean? He said, all right. We can roll around. I don't know what's going on. He's not in my pod. All I know is somebody sent a kite up and said, the dude Ray told me to come outside at 2:00 game. I'm like, man, like, what, the white boy went to visit early or something? I don't know what's going on. But you know what? I'm going outside. I went outside. I seen him. I'm on the basketball court. They're on the big yard. Again, I look, he walking with the white boy. They walking laps. He stopped. He was like, hey, Weezy. I'm like, yo, I'm like, what's up? You know what I mean? You know, I'm petty. I done told people, hey, look, I'm gonna have some la-la. I'm gonna make it happen, man. I'm selling the la-la from the tutor, y'all. So boom. The man hollered at me though, man. The man was like, yo, look, get with you. That's a lot. I was like, yo, look, the yard man to bring it to me. What's good? You got it on you? He was like, yeah, I got it on me. He was like, hold on, let me walk a lap. Word, the man walked the lap. Man, the man walked the lap, man. He came back, man, with the white boy, man. I don't know where it came from or where it appeared from, man. When they came back, they had a package. The man told me, look, this you right here, bro. I already batted up. They got your name on it, how much I want back. He's like, well, I want you to sell for food, for hygiene, or for whatever on the street money. He was like, this is the gap. This is what we gonna do. He had already worked out. Like, this is what he do for a living. But he never really was just dealing with a maniac like me for a living, y'all. So boom. Now, usually Lala usually clouds my brain on stuff like this. And, you know, I might make an irrational decision and do something crazy. But, like, you know, this could be all right. I ain't gonna really go maniac on, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not. Why? I felt like, you know, if this come through, man, as long as I don't get no complaints, I'm straight. You know what I mean? So I'm like, look, I'm about to pump this jump, man. So I didn't care, man. You know what I mean? So bro made it happen. Bro got the joint over to me. So when he got the joint over to me, he looked at me, man. He was all lit. Word, him and the white dude, they was super lit. They was super lit off that inner Tula Lala. I looked at the J. I was like, he was like, add some gas too, Weezy. You might like it, Weezy. Like, he laughing about it, though, because he like, adding some gas too, Weezy. You might like it too, Weezy. I'm like, yeah, I might like it, man. Like, you freaking psycho, man. I don't want to mess with this Lala, man. I'm trying to get to a level 3. What didn't you understand? I said, but nah, look, on a whole nother note, I'm going to get to this bag, though. So, look, you know, bro, he was like, yeah, it's in the kite in there. Everything's everything. I'm like, all right, that's a bet. So I built. I go back in the building, y'all. I start slanging and banging. Y'all already know that, man. Upstairs, went back in the pod. I snapped. Let's stay. Hey, yo, I got it. Hey, bro, what's up, bro? Hey, come on, hurry up. I got it, my guy. Everybody pulling up. You know the count. I'm getting rid of that stuff, man. I'm getting rid of it, man. But, like, I read the kite that he sent to me, though. It was crazy, though. Like, you know what I mean? Bro was like, yo, look, man. You know, I got to make sure I look out for my white boy, man. I got to make sure I put him in the game, man, for he leave me, man. Like, I'm like, why is this dude putting so much information? Like after you gave me the instructions of how you want to get paid, man, that's supposed to be the last of the kite, yo. So boom. But I'm not dealing with a regular person right now. Like, I'm dealing with a dude whose brain is clouded from shake, rattle, and rolling. So I don't know what the hell he got going on, man. But at the end of the day, I got to do me with this money. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to get it up for him real fast, moving fast. I'm putting it together. Now, I'm pumping the work. I'm making it happen. Now, it was these other dudes that was in 2D in the pod beside us. Now, I didn't know that this freaking maniac, freaking dude Ray, I didn't know he gave some more work to another dude to do the same thing I'm doing. See, that's what dudes mess up at, man. Like, if you trying to hide and disguise yourself and you too scary to sell your own pack at times, man, like, you can't make a move like giving it to somebody else that I don't know what's going on. I mean, you can do whatever you want with your stuff, but you can't really like do no off the wall stuff and give it to somebody else that I don't know about. Next thing you know, the word come out next door. The dudes from Portsmouth and these dudes from Richmond beat up the dude that be selling a Lala over in 2D. I'm like, what? I hit it, John. Like, yeah, they was like, yeah, they punish him, bro. Like, they weren't playing no games with him, man. They beat him down, took the pack. They was like, they got the pack and they threw it in his face. I'm like, what? Why they do that? They was like, cause they found out that the boy downstairs brought it. I'm like, it was like the record scratch when he said that. I was like, he was like, yeah, they said, you know, and you know what I mean? They don't mess with that, man. They don't mess with the white boy. White boy put it in his butt. You know what I mean? Pause, y'all. I'm sorry, man. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, the white boy, you know, so they ain't, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, so like for real, like they beat him up for real like that. He was like, yeah, they found out that the boy brought the junk, man. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, this shit crazy as a bitch. I'm like, damn. Like, yo, so what the fuck I'm gonna do now? You know what I mean? Like, I felt like I was stuck, y'all. I felt like I was in quicksand for the moment, man. Because I'm like, what am I gonna do now? Man, I promise y'all, man, out of nowhere, man, I see Ray. He come to our slider. He come to our slider. He was like, hey, T-Weezy. He called me. I go to the door. I'm like, what's up? So we talking through the joint. He was like, hey, look, man. Look, if anybody asks you, if you got that for me, don't get it. Don't say it, man, because they already got it. My homeboy next door. I was like, I'm looking at him like, bro, why did you even have to come up here to tell me that? Like, I'm a freaking rookie, bro. So boom. You already know I'm finna tell everybody I ain't get it from you. You nuts. Hell, when I tell people I got it from you, man. So he was like, he walked away like, I was like, I ain't like that, man. I was like, yo, this junk crazy, man. So I started feeling like this is what I get for moving how I want to move. You know, I don't sell in the Tula Lala. What I'm doing being this thirsty. I'm being a maniac, man. So I ain't gonna lie, man. Like Ray time ended up coming up. Ray, so I ain't even gonna lie, man. Like a dude in my pod pulled up that was buying the feces from it. He was like, hey, Weezy, you ain't got the same stuff they got downstairs, do you? Because it be so much mid, like you can't even tell the difference of what's wet and what's wet back there. He was like, hey, Weezy, you ain't got the same stuff that they got the dude downstairs got, do you? I'm like, what dude? He was like, the dude that mess with that boy you be talking to. I'm like, what? Who mess with a boy? He's like, oh, you ain't mess with a boy. You ain't know you mess with a boy. I'm spinning him like crazy. He was like, you ain't know you mess with a boy. I'm like, nah. He was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, he sold my homeboy. I said, he sold your homeboy? He was like, yeah, he got it. He was like, but the boy brought it though. I'm like, shh. I'm like, yo, man, he sold your homeboy something for real, man. He was like, yeah. I was like, man, he wildin', man. I was like, man, this dude Ray out of control. I was like, he out of control, man. So like, the cat was out the bag. Like people knew he had it. People knew that boy was bringing it, man. And people know that jank was coming out the tutor, man. So like, it's a lot of people like me that don't agree with that type of la-la. Like, it's not that I'm not desperate to mess with that la-la like that, man. I might have to drive all the way to Egypt to get la-la before I do that. So like, you know what I mean? I might have to drive all the way to Egypt to get la-la before I, you know what I mean? Do something like that, man. So like, it's just getting crazy, man. It's getting crazy, man. Like Ray, like for real, man. Like Ray don't care. A lot of people wouldn't care in this situation. I don't blame people. You know what I mean? Because you know, you get it, you sell it. Like it don't supposed to be in here. So, you know, maybe it don't matter how I come in. Me, I still cared, man. So I was like, I was shutting it down. I was shutting it down. I was like, man, I'm just gonna chill. But bro sent me a whole lot of work. He sent me at least a quarter worth of work. Mouse spoons, Basso fees. Yeah, they already bagged up. So we go outside. Man. As soon as we go outside, I look up, man. I see Ray downstairs talking to two dudes. Now the white boy is right there with him. Now the white boy that look the white boy that with him that's bringing the package. Like he don't really look gay. He had a crazy walk slightly, but like the way he look in the face, he didn't look gay. You know what I mean? So he's standing there with the mad face, looking like he holding Ray down. So Ray looked like he trying to explain something. So I hear the dude say, "Look, nigga, who the fuck, nigga? Where the fuck did that pack come from, nigga? I want to hear it from you, nigga. You sold me this shit, nigga. Tell me where it came from, nigga. I know me and you better than that." And I'm looking at the dude, and him and Ray was cool. I'm like, damn. So he like, nigga, I know you do me better than that. Where this shit come from, bro? Real talk, man. It's bigger than my money back, bro. Where this shit come from? Ray was like, man, what you mean? My babe brought it, man. He was like, yo, babe brought it. What you mean? Who? You talking about this dude right here? He was like, yeah, that's my babe. Dude was like, dude looked up, man. Dude smacked the shit out of Ray's ass. Bah! He smacked fire on his ass, y'all. So boom. I was like, oh shit. He smacked Ray's ass. Ray was like, he was standing there. He was like this. He was stuck with his hand in his face like this. I remember his hand standing. He was like, he was looking stupid. This word, the white dude was like, his face turned red. Black dude turned around. He was like, man, y'all bogus as hell, man. Y'all selling this shit, man. This shit literally, man. Hey, y'all don't buy no smoke for these motherfuckers, man. White boy putting in his fucking butt. I was like, damn, y'all talk about somebody that was hustling, that felt super duper stupid. Y'all, I was like, this is crazy, man. Dudes just complaining about this shit crazy, man. And for real, man, like the word was getting out about this shit hectic, man. So the word I had got, man, that niggas pulled up on the nigga goddamn Ray and them in they pod. You know what I mean? Like dudes wanted answers on that shit, man. They wanted answers bad on that shit, man. Like niggas was asking me. I was denying this shit, bro. I don't got the same shit he got. You know what I mean? I was like, I ain't even selling my shit till them niggas done. I was feeling stupid though. I ain't even gonna lie. Like this is a desperate la story, man. I ain't even gonna lie because a lot came with this shit, man. So I never saw this shit, y'all. But they say Ray got to fighting him. They say Ray and that white boy got to fighting the dude that he owed some money to. That the dude was trying to get his money back. Rather, he said him and the white dude got to fighting with this dude who was trying to get his money back, and they weren't trying to give him his money back. They said they banked the dude. They said hey, Ray and the white boy banked the dude, man. And both of them went to the can. So when Ray went to the fucking can, it was crazy because I was still stuck with this shitty la. So now I'm trying to figure out, like, damn, that's what you get, bro. Like, you jumped out there trying to goddamn, you know what I mean? I'm like, Ray gonna probably want that bread when he get out. I'm gonna tell Ray I flush that stinky ass weed, man. Me and Ray gonna wreck if he got a problem with it, man. I ain't even gonna lie, man. And like, for real, right when I was about to get rid of that shit, y'all, man, it's my word, man. My celly came in the joint because he was the only one that knew that I had that shit like that. Because I ain't even really was like making moves with that shit like that, man. Man, my word, man. He pull up on me, man. He was like, man, look, I don't care if that's the shitty weed, man. He was like, if you just gonna get rid of it like your roommate say, man, let me buy that shit, man. I was like, buy it. He was like, yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing. I said, bro, you can't put my name in this shit. I said, what you guys? I'll give you $100 for all that shit. I said, bet. Nigga, bet. He said, it's in commissary, though. I said, bet, nigga. I said, double bet. I didn't give a damn if it was in commissary. I wanted it all, yo. So boom. And I get rid of the shitty weed in the process, man. So I got rid of the shit, you know what I mean? Like, I never got in the situation behind this shit, man. Like, thank God. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I almost could have, though, because people wasn't feeling that shit. And if I would have had to get the rumbling behind that shit, I would have felt so stupid for going against something I don't agree about and doing it, man. Like, and it was just a crazy situation, man. So I ended up offing the stuff, man. Like, I came out good. I offed the stuff. I got rid of the stuff, man. I sold the whole joint. Now, Ray stayed back in the hole for a minute. When he got out the hole, he went to 60 building. Now, Ray used to go to school. So when I first ran into him after he got out, I'm going to school. He came over to the school building, and when he see me, he came to my classroom and he looked and he caught my attention. Somebody was like, yo, and I looked, and it was him out the hallway. So my teacher can't see him, but he was like, so you can actually go to the bathroom, you know what I mean? Like, you can go to the bathroom, whatever the case. So I come out, you know what I mean? I was like, all right, I come out. So he already down there. So I meet him by the bathroom. I'm like, what's up? He was like, hey, look, man, I know whatever it's worth, I know it ain't gonna matter right now, though. He was like, man, did you ever sell that stuff? I was like, man, I flushed that stuff down the toilet, bro. I gave him a straight face game, y'all. I was like, man, I flushed that stuff down the toilet, man. What you talk about, man? Couldn't sell that stuff, man. He was like, damn. He was like, man, for real, man, I needed the money, man. I'm trying to get back, man. He was like, you know, since my baby can't bring none of that stuff to the VI, you know, I ain't gonna be able to sell it or nothing like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, all right, bro. Like, have a nice life, bro. You know what I mean? I'm pounding them up in depth, y'all. Like, conversation over with. You ain't gonna keep talking me to death about how you booed up, man, and your baby this and your baby that, man. Conversation was over with, man. But this was a crazy situation, man, because the Lala got crazy, man. This was out of control, man. When I made it through, man, like, thank God nothing happened to me, man, for selling that shitty Lala, man. At the end of the day, I made it to the end, man. And that's what it's about, man. Y'all already know the count, man. But that's the end of the damn story. Y'all already know what it is, man. We lit off the Lala. We doing stories, man. Like, share, and subscribe this for y'all. Let's get it. Let's go, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. I need y'all to be safe as usual, man. And I need y'all to keep messing with the Lala. If you do, let's get it.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.